Caregiver survival. That's what this video is about. And this episode is all about what not to say. Words matter, y'all, and they matter triple fold from a dementia patient's point of view. And y'all, I have done this so wrong. I keep telling you, I went to the school of hard knocks of caregiving 101, and I have messed up so much. So most of this I've learned by trial and error. But let me just give you a quick recap. My husband's 3 years in to a early stage, the being 3 stages of any dementia: early, middle, late. We're about mid-early, so we're 3 years in to vascular dementia and FTD diagnosis. And let me tell you, it's been a crazy ride. The life of a caregiver is a roller coaster ride. I'm not kidding. And I believe I got a few extra gray hairs for it. But anyway, so today's topic is words matter. And that is for any age, any person that's breathing needs to understand that one of the most powerful tools we have in our earthly bodies is the tongue. Because y'all, words can hurt. They can cut your heart right in two. And it doesn't take but a second to encourage someone, but it takes a millisecond to tear them down and destroy someone. And that's triple fold if you happen to have dementia. Because what's going on up here is already a nightmare for them and destroys all of their confidence anyway. One of my favorite verses about words is Proverbs 12:25. Anxiety in the heart of a man weighs him down, but a good word encourages him. And some translations say, but a good word lifts him up. Okay, here's my 3 tips. 3 things never to say to your dementia loved one. Number 1, do not argue. Save your breath. I have a friend that doesn't get this. I'm telling you, she doesn't get it. She just keeps arguing with her dementia loved one. And it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. None of it does unless it's harmful to them, something harmful to them. I don't care what they say. I don't care if you're embarrassed because of what they say. And I don't care even if they're seeing things. Even if they see something in the room, as long as it's not harmful to them, don't argue with them. Just best thing to do is keep your mouth shut. And that's not easy for me. Y'all, for the longest time, I couldn't wrap my mind around what was happening. And this is even before we got the diagnosis. There were lots of little symptoms. I'm like, what in the world? And so I would react in that. No, what are you talking? That's not, no, don't do it, because I tell you what, it throws them into agitation because they believe what they're saying. It's their reality. They are not lying. If they see something that's not there, they're seeing that. So it devastates them, causes them extra anxiety, and can really flip them out and throw them into a tizzy. And you do not want that. And I've had it multiple times. Okay, so don't do that. Number 2 kind of goes along with this. Do not say you're wrong, particularly in front of other people. Now, I've had this happen a lot because one of the things my husband does is make up stuff. Now, sometimes it's just slightly wrong, like just off a little. Big time in what a doctor has to say to him. I have to go to all the appointments anyway, but boy, I write down what they say because he doesn't hear it the same way I do. But he'll be telling some tale that, where did you get that? Don't correct them in public. When it comes right down to it, that what does it matter? That's what I had to finally figure out. Our doctor said, what does it matter? Most of the people we're always around are family and friends anyway. They know what's going on. If they haven't got some grace for it, I used to go along behind him and text everybody he just talked to, whether it be on the phone or at church or whatever. Say, no, that wasn't right. I was wearing myself out because I was trying to preserve his dignity. And I will do that, by the way, if I can, as long as it's in my power, as long as I breathe. But it wasn't working. So what does it matter if he says he went to lunch with Joe last week and did not do it? It's not that big of a deal. The world will go right on. All right, number 3. This is the biggest one, I think. And please don't ever say this. And I have, and I paid the price for it, and here it is. Don't you remember? Don't you remember? I just told you that 10 minutes ago. Here's the thing. That's the point. No, they can't remember. And the bigger point is, it's not their fault. Now, this requires, as I've said in other videos, a great deal of patience on the caregiver's part. You just let it play out. You just let it play out, and then you say it again and again and again and again. And that's just our life, and it is what it is. I had it happen this morning. Got a little frustrated, but I just waited it out, and in just a minute here, I'll go in there and say it again. But yeah, those are my 3 tips. Let's recap. Number 1, don't argue. Don't do it. Number 2, do not say you're wrong or criticize in a critical manner. That kind of goes with that. And then number 3, don't say, don't you remember? If you can get those 3 things down, it'll save you a lot of grief. I wished I'd had that to start with. I'm sure the information's out there. The information's out there. This is really nothing new. But it took me a minute. And some of it's because I had an early diagnosis. We had an early diagnosis, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I really, really didn't. But anyway, there's that. And I want to tell you a little sweet little story. I have a grandson who lives here, and he's in the 8th grade. And he was in class the other day at school. And my daughter-in-law told me this, as well as his teacher, who's a friend of mine. And some kids were in the class were making fun of him a little bit because he couldn't remember something the teacher had asked him. It was like, I can't remember it. So use those words. And they used the word dementia. They said, what's wrong with you? You got dementia or something? And my grandson stood up and said, don't say that. My papa has dementia, and he's in the hospital right now. And that was a couple weeks back when he was in the hospital. Don't say that. It's not kind. Some people have dementia. My papa has dementia, and he's in the hospital right now. And he sat down, and his teacher told me this later because she's, like I said, she's a friend of mine, and said, you could have heard a pin drop in the room. You talk about shutting those young'uns up. And they even said afterwards when class was over, we're sorry, man. Words matter. And every now and again, you got to stand up for that. Hey, listen, y'all, I hope this has done something for you. I so appreciate you joining me. If you're new, welcome. I'm Linda, and my channel is all about practical tips as to how to live your best life, no matter what you're going through, what your age is, or anything. Y'all, we got to keep on putting one foot in front of the other. And if you're breathing, it's a good day to be a good day. Isn't that the truth? Y'all be blessed today. Find something to smile about. Proverbs 17:22, a joyful heart does good like a medicine. Y'all be blessed. I'll see you next time. Bye.